A new study out today shows just how big of a homeless crisis we are dealing with here. Portland State researchers broke down the numbers in Multnomah, Clackamas, and Washington counties. It found more than 38,000 people experienced homelessness in 2017. And fixing the problem won't be easy. Researchers say $2.6 to $4.1 billion is needed over the next 10 years to provide housing, support, and services. That's on top of what's already been spent. One of the big issues is that lack of affordable housing.
If we truly want to end homelessness in our community, in our region, we are going to have to come forward with significant resources that allow us to scale these interventions, and in particular on the housing side.
More than 107,000 people are at risk of homelessness in the Tri-County area. Providing rent assistance for that group would cost about $21 billion for the next 10 years. You can read the whole study at kgw.com or on the new KGW mobile app.